And now for the part on thinking concurrently. This is something that we just won't program. Never have in any of the years teaching IB computer science. You end up using things called threads. But in terms of the question of concurrency and things that can be concurrent, we can at least address it with the program that we're doing. Identify the parts of a solution that could be implemented concurrently. I wonder if we can see, yeah. Here we can see the sorts of things that we're dealing with, or talking about when we talk about concurrency. If you were building, like Senor Rodriguez is, a house, I guess, it is possible to build the walls and build the floors at the same time, or to install the electrical systems and install the plumbing at the same time. But, for example, you can't build the walls and plaster the walls at the same time. And you can't paint the interior at the same time that you're building the floors, right? Concurrency means two things can happen at the same time. So let's look at our program and see if two of these things could happen at the same time. It's pretty straightforward to come to the conclusion that the answer is no. Can we calculate the averages at the same time that we're inputting the grades? No. Actually, hold on now. I just changed my mind. We could, in fact. Okay, we can't do these two at the same time, but we could do all three of these. So we could, if I were teaching you how to do threads, make 3 threads. And I'm not going to do it, but thread, calculate averages, assign new thread, and then we go thread, calculate highest overall grade. And then we could move on from there. But it gets complex. But to answer the question, and I guess I hadn't done enough pre-planning of recording this video, but yeah, those 3 things could be done concurrently because they do not rely on each other. Right? They all simply rely on the grades that have been inputted. So these could be, well, let's just put this. With multi-threading, which means, and we'll talk about this in class, but just to end the video, that at the same time, in different parts of the processor, or different processors would be depending on the type of machine you've got, the calculation of the averages, the calculation of highest all over grade, and the calculation of the grades per subject could all be happening at the same time. Crunch, 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 crunch. And as each of them are finished, then they would do what they do. So, could we implement multi-threading in this program? Yes, but not completely. We would have to do this part, the input of the grades, first.